Welcome to week 3 discussion post. This week I decided to do the quest 1 and 3, which was make a mood board and gamify a task. The number 1 was very easy because I make a lot of memes, so mood boards was just, let's make something inspirational instead of funny. Dark humor funny. But anyway, it was pretty easy, pretty simple. And my motivation was, why do people say reach for the sky when they're living proof that stars are out there? I'll be the proof. So what does that mean? Is like, my strive is to be not just a light, but a light that everybody can see with your stars. When people are worried, you can always look up and see stars, but you can't always look up and see light. My task number 3, gamified task, was really hard because I can't think of a way to gamify a task. So after a while of thinking, days of thinking, I decided I could use my little siblings. And what I did was I waited till the room was dirty. And I called them both in there and I asked them who wants to play a game. So it's kind of like a Simon Says type thing, but it's different tasks in the room they have to do. So it'd be randomly Simon Says, put a pair of shoes in the closet, like a matching pair. And one of them had to go and get it. Or first one to make the bed, Simon Says make the bed. And then you'd be doing it, and Simon says stop. Simon says fix the pillows. Like, I actually had them clean the room, but at the game it said whoever does it fastest wins. And it actually worked. And the experience itself was long and tough. The timing was god awful, but I did it. And related to the reading this week, it was kind of weird because there were 3, so I was kind of confused on how to split it. So I just added my favorite ones. And the first one had to be self-motivation, because the mood board is basically, it's saying you have to reach past limits of what people think. And there's going to be a time in your career where you're by yourself. Like, there's not someone to give you that push, someone who's going to be able to pat your back when you're down. It's going to be you and only you. So without self-motivation, where are you going to go? You'll never be able to stand out. So you have to, if you don't have that self-motivation, you'll never be just that one person. You'll always be with somebody or under somebody. It could work out for you. It could be like with a partner and stuff. He motivates you, but then who's motivating him? You know what I mean? Or you could just work under a company and stuff, which is, it's a good job, but not something I would honestly say. And it also ties in with grit. It's just like self-motivation, but being able to stick to your word. In other words, don't be a hypocrite. Don't say you're going to do something and then turn around and not do it. Don't say you're going to reach for a goal, then be like, you know what, I don't think that's good for me. There's going to be walls and stuff, and if you hit this wall, if you have grit, you're going to go through it. If you don't, you're going to and just sit there, let reality hit you in the face and be like, oh, I can't do this, or oh, this might not be for me. And nobody wants that. So you have to show grit in every task you're doing if you want to have a successful career. For task number 3, teamwork and gamification stuck out. Gamification is basically the main idea, because turning something from a task to a game is the actual word, is gamification. So using this, when you gamificate something, or gamify, which I call it, it makes things more fun for most people, because we like the feeling of doing something for fun, for laughter, for enjoyment, not doing something because you have to or you're pressed to do it. So when you gamify something that you have to do, you forget that you have to do it. It's like if you work a job that you love, you would never work a day in your life. Why? Because you like gamified it to where it's nothing but enjoyable. You're not working, you're just doing what you love. And that's the main task about that. So what I want to do with this is the self-motivation, or task number 1, took out of me most. And that's what my whole career is. Wanting to be a solo artist is going to take a lot. And on the way there, I'm going to meet up with a whole bunch of people. But most of the time, it's going to be me, my work, my projects, my goals, just me alone. And I want to use self-motivation and grit, teamwork, and gamification all in one. So I can gamify my music. I can gamify my videos and gamify comedy. Just make it something I enjoy doing on a daily basis, not work. If someone told me to do it, it'll be like asking me to play a game. Of course I'm going to do it. My grit is like no other. I've been told a million times that I should change what I'm doing, or I shouldn't follow this path due to the location of the place I had to go, what it's going to cost, my schedule stuff. I've always been told, just don't. I've always been told to settle for something I didn't want to do, because everything else, like, I don't want to be a doctor. I don't want to be a construction worker. I want to be in the lines of entertainment. But a lot of people will take that as a joke. No one thinks you could just make a living out of people, you know? So it's kind of sticking with me. And as long as I hold these close, I can get far. Teamwork. I plan to do a whole bunch of collabs with different artists of all kinds. Just like the artist Marshmello, or I guess you could say Shawn Mendes or Ed Sheeran. They aren't afraid to collab with other artists to make a good song. And that's going to be along the lines. And self-motivation has already been stated. And that's what I'm going to do with my career. The readings this week, I can honestly say had the most to do with me on a personal level. But with that being said, everybody have a good day.